Hello to everyone. Good afternoon. This is afternoon in Dallas, Texas. I am a few minutes late, but I chose to let loose and let go within reason. So today I'm still within my time frame for point of view. I allot 1 hour, and I know you do too. So I will not encroach your time. I will not take advantage of you for being here with me. But I am just so happy, happy. I let go within reason today because I set my own schedule. And those of you who are with me most every day, I'm on 7 days per week. Well, on Wednesdays, I was doing Dr. Mac, so that was Dr. Mac's show. But Dr. Mac now will be produced by her son now, and she will be on her page. So I will share that with you starting next week, I'm pretty sure. So I've been here, I've been on like 7 days a week. And I set my own schedule, so I have no complaints. But then, like on Tuesday and today, I said, I'm going to just let loose, and I'm going to uh, do things that I haven't been able to do in quite a while because of things that were going on with my vision. And I just had my surgeries on both eyes, and I am just so thankful. Not neglecting point of view, because this is very important to me, and you are awesomely important to me. And I thank you for being here. But I said, I tell people to lighten up, to take care of themselves. I encourage all health, physically, mentally, emotionally. I encourage that. And I encourage people and tell them, take your time, live your life. And I have scheduled my life where I'm obligated to be here at 1 p.m. Almost 5 days a week, 7 a.m. on Mondays, on Tuesdays and Thursdays, 1 p.m. on Wednesdays, producing at 1 p.m. on Fridays, producing the Mother's Board Inc. at 1 p.m. on Saturdays at 7:39 p.m. and Sunday at 7 a.m. Uh, hosting Greater Gospel Temple Church of Praise and Worship and Inspiration of God Ministries. So I said, I'm going to do some things that I tell everybody else to do, and I'm going to just loosen up for a little bit. And so that's what I did today. Doesn't seem like much, but that's what I did today. And I just went and I did some things. Like I said, that I hadn't been able to do. I had in quite a while. I hadn't been able to drive. I was very cautious about not getting out there driving, and so now, oh, I am driving again, but I'm taking my time. I certainly am in every way, and I'm just thankful. I am just thankful. So I didn't rush today to get back home, and I said, and I'm going to just take it easy and loosen up for a bit. And that's what I've done, because I tell you, and that people say, don't do as I say, do as I say, do. But I believe that if I relay something to you, then I must be uh, guilty of doing that myself. Take it easy, live a good life, eat healthily. All those things that I admonish you to do, I do them myself. Okay. So that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. So why letting go? And sometimes these can go
Someone was detected at your front door.
a different way from where I had planned to go. But that's okay, because we can talk about all of it. All of it. And I am just willing to have some that came up, but then I had some pop ups. So let me go to my, uh, I like to go with Bing. Bing always has Bing.com, Bing.com, always has some great information for us. So loosen up your schedule and reduce stress, consider the following strategies. Declutter your calendar. Identify and remove tasks that don't align with your priorities. Use tools like the Eisenhower Matrix to categorize your tasks effectively. And I'll have to go there and find that uh, I, Eisenhower Matrix. And speaking of Eisenhower, hey, he was born in Denison, Texas, and that's where my family migrated to from Clarksville, Texas, to Denison, Texas, and that's where I was raised in Denison, Texas. And I've been to that birthplace once. Declutter your calendar. Identify to the home site, that site in Denison. I had lived in Denison for 40 years and had only visited it once. And I used to be right across the street from it, from some property my mother was the overseer of, which was right across the way. I mean, across the street from it. And I still didn't go until I was grown. And my cousins visited in Denison, and we went to the Eisenhower birthplace. So that's amazing how we can have things all around us that are historical, as we call them, and we hardly ever go to them. Some people don't. Okay, so to loosen up your schedule and reduce stress, consider the following strategies. Declutter. So I got off on the Eisenhower because I'm happy to say that for some people who didn't know that he was born in Denison, Texas. President Dwight D. Eisenhower. Declutter your calendar. Identify and remove tasks that don't align with your priorities. Use tools like Eisenhower Matrix to categorize your tasks effectively. Next, prioritize tasks. Focus on what truly matters by prioritizing your tasks and setting clear goals. This helps you manage your time more effectively. And I do manage my time because it is very seldom that I am late with the webcast, and very seldom do I go over with it. So I try to manage because I have you in mind. You are a priority to me, and I do not want to take advantage of you because you mean so much to me. And thank you so much for being here. Learn to say no. Acceptance of non essential tasks can fill your schedule. Practice saying no to commitments that don't add value to your life. And of course, these webcasts are valued. That's a part of my life. It's a part of my life. And as long as the Lord allows, I will be webcasting. And I ask you to please share these webcasts with people that you really, really care about, and for people that you might not care about. And hopefully that will get better for you, okay? So practice self care. Engage in activities that bring you joy, such as laughter, exercise, and relaxation techniques like deep breathing and meditation. And have you ever, like after you get in the bed at night, there's an exercise that I use sometimes that I got from research. It's breathing that will help you to go to sleep faster. If you feel like you can't go to sleep, just breathe in. I think I do 10 seconds and breathe out slowly for 10 seconds. Breathe in for 10 seconds. Breathe out for 10 seconds. Let the breath out. And then also to calm yourself. These things, they calm you. So these deep breathing and meditation. Uh, Next, set boundaries. Surround yourself with supportive people and create boundaries to protect your time and energy. And oh, yes, I am very strict on that. By implementing these strategies, you can create a more balanced and relaxed schedule, allowing you to focus on what really matters in your life. And that's being.com. Being.com. So, there are strategies to declutter your calendar and reclaim your time, and then 11 ways to declutter your schedule. But I am going to go to, hopefully I can get this. right. It's not, something's not moving here. Don't know why. Okay, so some things I'm going to have to get off of here. Okay. Um, there's a site here that I've never been to before, Believe in Mind. And I get excited when I get to these sites that I've never been to before. And they have this information that I am searching for. Oh, yes. There's, so I will go into this at another time. So let me go to letting loose and letting go within reason. And within reason, you know what I mean. I'm pretty sure if you know me, you know what I mean. Within reason, not getting wild and uh, doing things that are not the right thing to do, harming yourself or harming someone else. When you do this within reason, you do it to satisfy yourself and bring some peace and comfort and relaxation to yourself, okay? To yourself. And when you are relaxed and peaceful minded and all that, others around you can feel that. What does it mean to let go? And so we might delve off into some other things about let go, psychological things, but I mean, because it all plays a great part in our life. And so now we're talking about grief. Andrea Matthews, LPC, NCC, uh, Transversing the Inner Terrain. And she wants to talk about grief. So, what does it mean to let go? Holding on is a bargain. And many times we do things because of how we're feeling, because of our emotions. It could be grief, it could be some kind of sadness or whatever, letting go. Holding on is a bargain. This was in 2016. I'm going to go through this, and it's reviewed by Jessica Schrader. Schrader. Let me see. Schrader. Okay. Just let go, man. Let it go. That's an exclamation here. We hear it all the time, don't we? Everyone we know wants us to let it go, but it seems impossible to the person holding on. So, what does it mean to let go? And somebody somewhere needs this. That's why I ask you, if you don't need it, somebody that you know needs this. I have never, ever asked God to give me a subject, a topic, and it was not that, and that it has not been beneficial to someone. And I don't take it lightly. So this is for someone. Hello, Carol. Thank you so much for being here with me. Love you. Thank you. Well, in order to answer that question, we are first going to have to understand why it is that we hold on in the first place. Where's the song? I'm only human, one day at a time, sweet Jesus. That's all I'm asking of you. We have to take life one day at a time. Oh, yes. So, why do we hold on in the first place? Generally speaking, we tend to believe that the reason we hold on is because of what someone did or did not do, because of the loss of someone. We think that we hold on because of the circumstance. In other words, we think that we hold on because we have to change the circumstance. This belief, faulty though it is, comes from a specific stage of adjustment called bargaining. How about that? Oh, yes, bargaining. We do bargain with ourselves, don't we? We try to justify everything. We question, why am I thinking this way? Why can't I get rid of this? Why do I do this? Why is it that I let it go and then I come right back to it? So, bargaining is a stage of grief. Oh, my goodness. Listen to this. According to Elizabeth Kubler Ross, whose 1969 book, on death and dying was a groundbreaking piece that changed our thinking entirely on the grief process. Didn't know I was getting into this, but my sisters and I did finally talk about our grieving and our process and the our loved ones, four brothers, a sister, a mother and a father, a sister-in-law, crossing that eternal threshold, and we never talked to each other about it. And so we had a conversation about it, and it was just amazing. And while that theory still holds true for many with regard to the grief process related to bereavement, there are many others who theorize that these stages of grief are also relevant to any difficult adjustment process. And didn't realize that we were thinking, my sisters and I am back there now, we didn't realize that we were thinking the same thoughts, but we never said it to each other. Oh, but what a relief when we talked about it to each other. There are three of us left now: Maritha, Cleester, and me, Shirley. But He has blessed us with more family members that we had no idea that we had. Jordan Johnson is our nephew. He is Danny's son. And he and Michelle have six children. God added them to our family. We had no idea. I didn't know. We met in 2021. 2021 because he did the DNA test, and Michael and I came up on his page, and that's how we got to meet Jordan, our handsome nephew and beautiful niece, and all the beautiful children. Thank God. Anyway, grief. God knows what to do, when to do it, and how to do it. He knows what we need, when we need it, how we need it. He knows how to give it to us. The things we hold on to, the things that we seem to possess, things that seem to possess us, the things with which we are obsessed, all very commonly fall into the realm of things to which we might be having a difficult adjustment. We want to hold on to those things, people, places, and circumstances because we never wanted to lose them in the first place. And I don't say loss, your loss, or we lost this person, because we know that they are in eternity. We know where they are. We might not know the specific location, but we know from the Bible it tells us that we cross over into eternity. And one day God is going to judge us, and we will go to our permanent eternal destination. Okay? I know that. Okay? But we tend to hold on longer than usual when we get stuck in the bargaining stage of adjustment. That adjustment is something else. And I know those under the sound of my voice know exactly what I'm saying. Bargaining says, if I, then he'll, or then she'll. It says, if you, then I'll. Or if I can do X, Y, or Z, then things will be different. All of these are bargains. We will continue to hold ourselves hostage to these bargains until we either get distracted by something else shinier or until the bargain is satisfied. The problem is that these bargains are rarely to never satisfied. My goodness. These bargains rarely satisfy. My goodness. Stalking is an extreme form of bargaining that basically says, if I can hang around, I'm still in her presence, and we are not really over. Of course, stalking can be carried to further extremes and become violent because the person is not willing to consider moving into other stages of adjustment. That's a form of grief if we can't get over the person. And I'm not saying it's easy when you care for a person, you deeply care for a person, it is not easy to just completely extract them from your mind. It takes time. Sometimes it takes years. So I wouldn't sit here and say that it's easy to do, because it's not. But bargaining can take much lesser forms as well. Self-pity that goes on and on about no longer being able to live in the place in which you were raised is a form of bargaining. If I can hold on, then I'm not really that far away, at least not mentally. And maybe if I keep holding on, someone will cave in and let me move back home. This person is stuck because to let go would mean feeling the sorrow of that loss and being willing to integrate both the memories of the place and the loss itself into a newer, more mature self. Isn't this something? Talking about this bargaining. I have 2 minutes. Bargaining is based in the belief that the loss is wrong and must, therefore, be made right. Certainly, there are some losses that feel very wrong indeed, and that is so true. Murder is one such loss where it seems that the only way to make it right is to see justice done on the perpetrator. But what people commonly find is that even though justice is done, the mental obsession does not cease, because now the bargain is with the more supernatural sources of justice. Indeed, we can hold ourselves hostage to trying to find an answer as to why something happened for a lifetime. We will never, never be able to figure out all of this. So, look, here's one a word that many people have today, and they really don't realize that they are doing this. Bitterness is just such a bargain, for it says, I was supposed to have that thing, person, job, or place, and the gods took it from me. That's lowercase gods, okay? Therefore, I will hold myself in this dark place until the gods give it to me. Of course, these bargains are often
This is a
very
reminder.
unconscious,
In
but they
today's
are a
webcast,
way of refusing to adjust. I am
this
going
is
to
a
stop
reminder.
here, and I will.
In today's
This is
webcast,
Thursday, and I pray and trust. This is Thursday, which is the 22nd of January 2026. And I want to say to you, they say we have a storm coming, a winter storm, and I'm praying for and with you that you will be safe and that you have all your supplies. I have uh, gathered mine and got everything that I need, I believe I have. And I've done my, like I told you, I got out today and did some things. And so what I'm saying, let loose and within reason, let go and let loose and enjoy your life. Sometimes just shake it up just a little bit, because you're in charge of your schedule. You're in charge of your schedule. And I tell people when they tell me, if the Lord gives me the chance, and if he says go ahead and say this, which I don't do very often, but certain people say, I'm so busy. Oh, I'm just busy, busy, busy. I'm just so busy. Oh, I'm just so tired. And I tell them, if the Lord directs me to, you are in charge, and I'm tactful with it and in love. You are in charge of your schedule, and you can adjust your schedule to how you want it to be. And that's why this came up today. Adjust your schedule. If I adjusted mine and I did some things today and I didn't rush, some things I wanted to do that I felt I needed to do, and I am okay with it. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Carol, and everybody else that's listening. Thank you so much. I love you so much. And on tomorrow, God willing, the Mother's Board Inc. will be on at 1 p.m. Okay? And please let me hear from you, and would you please share this webcast? Thank you so much for being you. You are special to me. I love you. Enjoy your day, night, evening, afternoon, morning, midday, whichever it is. Continue.